Welcome to The Wise Widow. Today we're going to talk about self-care and self-compassion. It's something that not everybody likes to talk about. Some people feel very selfish talking about it, about having to take care of themselves and doing what is best for them. It's not selfish at all. Whether we are in our first week, our first month, our first year, or 10 years down the road with our grief, we still have to take care of ourselves first. If we can't take care of ourselves, we can't take care of anybody else. We do not ever need to apologize for taking care of ourselves, and we do not ever need to apologize for making somebody else feel awkward while we are taking care of ourselves. It's such an important part of grief. People put a stigma on the timeline as to how long we should be grieving or how long it should take to get over this or the stages that occur. I don't believe there are stages. I think we're all over the place and we're doing whatever suits us. I've said it before, and I'm going to repeat myself, that I think that grief is as unique to each one of us as our own fingerprints. And you need to do it your way. There is no right and wrong. Your way is right for you. So the fall is always a terrible time of the year for me. It always has been. I don't know whether it's seasonal depression or what my problem is. I do not like the fall. Everything is dying. Winter is coming, and I do not like winter. And it just gets me a little bit depressed. But then to top it off, that's when Daryl passed away, was in the fall. So the fall is terrible for me. I'm not a fan of the fall, so I have to do a lot of self-care in the fall. Now, if that is taking time for me and one day sitting around doing absolutely nothing, reading a book, or sitting by the fire, that's okay. If I get busy and I'm so busy that I feel like I'm burning my candle at both ends, but I'm doing that to avoid thinking about fall or thinking about my grief or thinking about what depresses me, that's okay. I'm allowed to do what I need to do for me. Now, some people are like, well, what is self-care? What is self-compassion? It's whatever you need to do just to get through the day. Sometimes get through moment by moment. Sometimes we need to take a nap. Sometimes we need to go for a walk. Some people need to be around other people, joining some kind of an organization or club, volunteering. Some people need and value their alone time. None of it is wrong. It's all right for you. What I do and what you do will be completely different, and what somebody else thinks really doesn't matter. People are always going to have their opinions. I've heard so many widows say that their children are trying to get them out and inspire them and do this and do that and get involved in things. If that's not what's for you, that's okay. But it's also okay for them to give you suggestions and try to help. You can take it or leave it. Just because they said to do it doesn't mean you have to do it. But you also can't seclude yourself, that you're around absolutely nobody, that you never go out, that you never get out of bed, that you never get dressed, that you don't eat. You still have to do all those things. The odd time, and it doesn't happen real often, because you have to eat regularly and you have to stay healthy. That is part of self-care, taking care of yourself through diet. Getting out and taking a nice long walk or doing some exercise really helps with grief. It helps to get some of that anxiety out. It just gets you moving. Sometimes you don't feel like it, but by getting out there and doing it and coming home, you feel a whole lot better. The same as the odd day, I will make myself a really nice meal. Do yourself a favor. Cook yourself a nice meal. sit down and eat it. I like doing things like that on special days. My anniversary, or Daryl's birthday, or even my birthday. Sometimes just a cold, snowy day. I like to make a nice meal. I'll even put out some candles. Sit at the table, have myself a nice meal. I'll put Daryl's picture there, and I have a meal with Daryl. You have to do what you have to do. Now I want to talk about self-compassion a little bit. Self-compassion is forgiving yourself and allowing yourself the feelings that you have. There are days that I'm fine one minute and the next minute I absolutely lose it. Like I can't hold myself together. And then I'm apologizing to my kids, or I'm apologizing to people for how I felt. And I need to stop doing that and giving myself permission to have those moments. I don't think those moments are going to just disappear overnight. They may become less, but if they don't, and I have those moments, I have to give myself permission to have those moments, to be able to fall apart every once in a while, to be able to say, you know what, I need to leave, I'm going home, and go have a nap, or be by myself and cry and look at pictures. Some people don't like being by themselves and dealing with that, and if you're one of those people and you need someone with you, reach out to who you need to reach out to. Your children, a friend, maybe a sibling. I don't know. There's somebody in your life that can be your support. And we need to find those people that are honestly there. Once the first year is over, a lot of those people disappear. I certainly found that out. I had a lot of people phoning me, texting me, checking up on me, but I didn't always answer them back. I didn't need them at that time. I needed some alone time. But now here I am, well into my second year, and a lot of those people have disappeared on me because they thought I didn't want them around. No, it's overwhelming the first year. The second year, we need them there. So we might have to remind them and say, you know what? I need you now. I found that a lot of people were asking me to go for lunch or go for coffee or get together for a visit, and I honestly didn't want to, and still there's times that I don't want to. But I am making myself do it more and more. I'm joining activities that I have to get out and do and I commit to. Just find the things that make you feel better, but give yourself the permission to have those bad days, to sit alone, to be able to have a cup of tea, sit and read a book, or sit in front of the TV, or listen to music, and do absolutely nothing without guilt, without trying to explain yourself to other people. I've had people say, oh, what did you do on the weekend, or what did you do? And I'll go, absolutely nothing. I took time for me. Don't feel guilty if you need to walk away from a job that is toxic. Don't feel guilty for walking away from people that are toxic. Don't feel guilty or apologize for what you need to do for your self-care, to take care of you, to get through day by day, week by week. Every moment counts. And do not feel guilty. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Wise Widow is here for widows, widowers, but I also want people that haven't even been through grief to be able to learn through these videos how to support the people that are grieving, because a lot of people don't understand. So I think that this is important. We need to educate the people around us, and we need to start helping people to understand what grief is about instead of avoiding that nasty topic. So take care of yourself today, tomorrow. Some self-care, some self-compassion, forgiveness, and permission. So on this snowy day, I'm staying inside and I'm enjoying my day. And stay warm, stay healthy, and take care.